So the ATEM Setup software comes with the ATEM software suite, and this is the software you use to configure some of the basic settings of all of the ATEM software or ATEM hardware. So first thing here we see is the ATEM Mini Pro. Right here we see it's connected Ethernet and USB, and then this is the button to configure, and this launches the ATEM software, ATEM control software. Click on that. It has to be connected USB to be able to configure USB or to configure Ethernet IP settings. So we see that we can change the IP address, subnet mask, gateway, and the DNS stuff here. That would be grayed out if it was only connected Ethernet. Scrolling down, we see we can change the switching mode, so program preview. So that means whatever's going out is going out, and then you can change between your sources to see on your preview screen, and then when you get the transition, either cut or auto, it'll transition to that. Cut bus is just automatic. You select if you want it to cut or auto, and then whichever source you pick, it's just going to automatically transition there. These are pretty obvious picture-in-picture keyer. So if you have that keyer on, it'll either stay with the transition or drop with the transition. Same with the chroma keyer. It'll drop with the transition or stay on. And then the last setting here is the button brightness, and so you can see very minimalistic, but that's what settings are available there. Obviously, probably networking is the most important, especially in the streaming situation. Big arrow on the side takes us to your next device on the network. So this is the ATEM streaming bridge. Again, we see connected Ethernet. There is a USB port on it, but it's for servicing the thing, not for control. But we're connected Ethernet. Down here we see whether or not the live stream is on or off. I'll turn it on. You can see it says you're on air. It shows your input rate, and then the bit rate is right over there. That button to look at your settings, you can name it. Shows your software version. Again, IP address, and this time it doesn't matter because there is no USB connection. You can configure the IP address and network settings over Ethernet. So that's all been configured there. And then down here, we see our three different ways of connecting to the streaming service. So local network without a key, it'll automatically see the stream. If you got more than one stream on the same network, then you might want to use a key if you're have multiple streaming bridges, multiple ATEM units broadcasting. That's when you might want to key a particular unit with a particular transmitter, as it were. And then on the internet, and then you got more information. So it'll see your worldwide IP address. It'll give you a key that you put into your ATEM software control configuration and other things. Right now there's no internet access to it. It also gives you a port so you can configure your local router or internet service provider can set that up for you, so you know what port is sent to your unit. Anyway, this is where we're going to be. Reference timing and then factory reset. So those are the settings that are available on that. It is, other than that, a pretty solid state unit that doesn't really, just kind of sits there, doesn't do much.
1080 60 frames a second looks like too.
Yep, that's what the input is.
Okay. And it'll broadcast out at same.
I think that, yeah, I think it's doing the same output.